A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Canes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running inside. It's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for a big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, trying to find his man. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this.
Finding some room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Volunteers are flying down the field. Now they're going to throw it. Caught. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Still looking for a man. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Bring in the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on set.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive. They end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop it. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Howie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and...
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They get him on the ground, but not before he... His opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jackson.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But There was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were...
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
And sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive with an end around. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, it didn't take long to get this receiver involved in the game, and we know he'll make plays in the passing game, but let's get him going in the running game, too, and see what he can do early.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. Right back to it. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing, Mensah. Finds the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got...
Maybe a crease. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Canes. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
No chance to run. A solid pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. 4th down, say it. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half.
Sweet. Ready, go.
Say it. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Scanning the field, it's Say it. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Going to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 25. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
Booster. Go.
Say it. Under fire. And down he goes.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you and you create a negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Taken in by Smith on the right side. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. DB's right up on the receivers. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the pass Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The short hands. It's Jacobs. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Canes can really attack on this second and short. Mensa. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Fires to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Sayin from the gun on third down. Puts it out of the air. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Sweep, sweep. Square. Flash, flash. Freeze, freeze. Move, move, move. Q, Q. Booster, booster. Go, go.
Sayin back to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hurricanes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half,
going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab on the left side. Oh, out of space. Touchdown! Buckeyes! They take the lead here in the second half.
a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Here's Mensah to throw. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Canes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little.
Makes the grab in their space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Throw it. Say it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Hurricanes need to pick it up on 4th down. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Mensah. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
How about the decision coming up for this coach? You've got to decide, do I want to kick this field goal, take the lead, take my chances on defense, or do I feel confident I can get this 1st down, hold off a little bit, and maybe do that as the time expires and get the win?
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Canes! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
4th and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do, gets downhill, makes the 4th down conversion, and they get in for 6.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Say it. He tries to take the top off. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Saying from the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Booster, booster. Flash, flash.
To the air, it's Sayin. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Ready. 129, watch it. Move, move, move. Q. Sweep, sweep. Level.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the fourth quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Ready, go.
From the gun on third down, Say it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't have a lot of room to run. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, Dave Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Canes ready to kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Phillips. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snags a quick pass on the left.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to power their way ahead. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive liner on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off.
Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Turning it on. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Fletcher. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Maybe some room here. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Run in the red zone. It's Fletcher. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Picks up the first down. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He might want another play. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got a man. It's Fletcher.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. Gets it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. And look at him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you can be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a give to Frazier. Got a little grass. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Running inside. It's Phillips. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
To the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Stockton. Working that left side down. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Georgia going up tempo.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time.
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Mensah. Got a man. It's Jacobs. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Looking deep. Upstairs, he's got it. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like that.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Throwing, Mensah. This time he's got it. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Canes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw again. Escapes the pressure going right. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Frazier again. Hard running there.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Handoff, Frazier running left. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll try it again. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Unloads to the right. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page, and they were there.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Might have a chance. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got it.
Breaks into the open. To the house. Touchdown, Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. But with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block. But, boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there. The defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day. And
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
On the run, it's Phillips. Here's a little room there. Puts him in the spin cycle. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Victory formation on the road. There is not a better play call for an offensive coordinator to make.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fletcher. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They mark him out of the 42, and they are on the move. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Mensah. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the delay, it's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the...
There's some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside, it's Jackson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line.
Here we go, ready. Black 14, black 14. Go, go.
From the gun, running back on the move. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Sayin to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. A 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Red pass, it's complete. There's a crease. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Miami. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Some misdirection with the counter. Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
They'll run the counter. Oh, he's got some space. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Caught! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He makes his way into the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. That's caught. It's Jacobs. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the back. Picked off. What a way to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover. Man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes! My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Zayn. Under fire. Makes the catch. A two-point conversion is good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll try to do it himself. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with third and a yard. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Complete to the left. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Throwing, Mensah. Fires it down the seam. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see it going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. Zayn from the gun on third down. Fires to the right. Hits the open man. And he is off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's going to fire deep. Grabs it. Into the house. Touchdown, Buckeye.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Hauls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. That's caught. It's Fletcher. Could not make his way to the corner.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Quick release by the QB. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Ready? Like 88. Like 88.
Throw it. Say it. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long.
22. Single receiver. Go.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Again, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. He gets away. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Mensa. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Here comes the offense on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more?
Finding some room. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Say it. Here's a heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
He's got him this time. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They've moved the sticks. It's first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. To throw, it's Sayin. He'll take a shot. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 79 yards on the drive.
Number 96, set to kick off.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to change this route. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. To the air, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sayin. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Lined up in the gun on third down. Sayin finds a man on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Sayin back to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
On the delay, it's Fletcher. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Complete in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Under fire. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Number 0 with the carry.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 22 set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Here's Julian saying to throw. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender.